Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Dave from Horizon Fish Keeping, and today I want to do a quick video on how to hatch rainbow fish eggs. I just want to say a few things before we get into the actual setup and how I do these things. What you've got to do is, first of all, you've got to keep the rainbows alive. Not all rainbow fish have got the same water parameters as others, and I just wanted to say, if you're new to fish keeping and you are struggling to keep the fish at the bare minimum alive, you're going to struggle to sort of get these guys to hatch out, because you obviously need to get the fish to spawn first. To do that, you need to condition the fish. By conditioning, what I mean is, so you've been out, you've bought 2 male prey cocks, for instance, and then you've bought 8 females. You bring them home, you set them up in your breeding tank. For the next sort of month to 2 months, you will get spawns off them. They'll be very small, probably unfertile eggs. You'll need to condition the fish in a way where they're ready to spawn, they're healthy, and also they're willing to produce more eggs for you when you do actually come to starting to hatch them out. So, for instance, I'm doing the Praecox Rainbow, the Melanitania Praecox. So that's the dwarf neon rainbow fish. With that particular rainbow fish, the one that I'm going to show you later in the video, I've got fry for them at the moment now, and I'll show you how we feed the fry as well, and also how I've come to hatch the eggs out. With that particular fish, I bought 10, the exact amounts that I've just spoke about there. I bought 2 males to 8 females, and then I've proceeded to condition the fish. So for the past month or so, I've had them in quite a big tank, a 200 litre tank. I've been feeding them live baby brine shrimp, bloodworms. Things like cyclops are good. Anything that's going to be really high, rich in protein. But obviously, you want to keep it a balanced diet. You don't want to just give them like bloodworm cubes twice a day. Obviously, that's not good for the fish's overall health. So you need to condition the fish. They need to keep stable water parameters. And then once you've got to that stage of the breeding procedure, you'll move on to collecting the eggs. With rainbow fish, they tend to spawn on plants, or you can use, in my case, a spawning mop. If you need to know how to build the spawning mops, I do have a video on my channel that you can go back and watch, and that'll show you basically how we build the spawning mops to go into the tanks. So basically, I've set up the tank, the breeding tank, the fish conditioned, and I'll show you all this later on in the video as well. I'm just wanting to give sort of newcomers mainly a bit of a brief description on what you need to do to breed the rainbow fish. Although you will get lots of eggs off these. I mean, for me, I've got somewhere where I can sell the fry once they've grown up into sort of juveniles. So they'll be going to a local fish store. You do need to expect that you're going to get a lot of eggs from these guys, and your yield rate of the eggs is quite high as well. Basically, what I do is I leave the mop in the tank for around a week, and that mop is absolutely full of eggs. And we'll show you later on how we set up the little fry system that I use to hatch out the eggs, and also to look after the fry. Hatching out the eggs is not so difficult. If you are a seasoned fish keeper, you can probably do that quite easily. It's the feeding of the fry that's quite difficult. You'll need small foods because the fry are microscopic small when they hatch out. You'll need stuff like Infusoria, white worms, or Walter worms they're called. I use Hikari first bites. I know you can use stuff like golden pearls if you're in the States. There's other foods out there. Sarah Microns, they're really good. Over in the UK, it's a bit more difficult to get hold of them products, so we tend to use Hikari first bites for a powdered food. You can use crushed up egg yolk, although it will foul up the water quite bad. So you'll need to be doing quite 50% water changes daily, rather than if you're using a dry food. You can sort of control the amount into the water because it sticks on top of the water column for a little bit longer, and then it sort of sinks down. It gives the fish more time to find the food and get hold of it. What I'll say is, before I show you my fry system, if you're going to go into something like this, expect to have a lot of fry. It's not sort of better standards where you're going to get, if you breed a better fish, you're going to get 300 eggs. If you just wanted a couple for yourself, maybe just get 5 of the adults to breed, and then put your spawning mops in, and probably do like a day or 2 of the mops in. And what will happen is, every morning when the light comes on, the rainbow fish will start to breed, and the female will deposit the eggs in the spawning mops, which I'll show you later on in the video as well. and then you can either take the eggs off the mop and put them into a separate container to hatch, or you can just put the whole mop into a set up established tank. Depending on what room you've got and what sort of level you want to go to, you can do it either way. I mean, if I were to put like a full mop in an empty tank of mine, I would expect to have at least 100 fry, but obviously I'm doing it for resale to the local fish stall, so they'll pass them on to customers then, and then they'll get the forever home after that. So just keep all that in mind, guys, while you're doing rainbow fish. I just wanted to make this installment in the video as well, because I think I'm a bit more experienced from when I was doing the rainbow fish before. It's been, a couple of years since I've done the Pracox rainbow, so obviously my hobby is more advanced now than it used to be. So I just wanted to get on with another video. So we'll go and have a look at the fry system now, guys, and hopefully you'll stick around to the end of the video. So then, guys, this is the setup that I use to spawn the rainbow fish. As you can see there, we've got some with the red tail. So this is a male, and that's a female with the yellow. What I do is I keep these guys in here. I feed them baby brine, shrimp, live, and bloodworms. And then I've just got some spawning mops in the back. Like I said, you can check out my channel if you need to know how to build these. Basically what we do is leave the spawning mops on every morning. They'll come along into spawning mops, lay their eggs, and then I'll just show you that off camera. So what you want to do is you want to look through the spawning mop, and you'll just see the teeny tiny little eggs, just one there and one there. What I do is I'll pull the tiny eggs off the mop. You can sort of roll them around on your finger. Sorry about the disgusting nails, by the way. So you can just see it on the end of my finger. And then what I do is I just drop them into, it's just a little tank. And what it's doing is the tank that the rainbows are in, I fill this small container here with the same tank water, same temperature because it's in the water there. It's a bit low today, usually it's around here. And I've just got an air stone running in there. And I'll just drop the eggs in there, and then I'll leave them for a week. There's no meth blue or anything in this water, it's just straight tank water. And if you look just here, you'll just see a fry. It's absolutely tiny. You just see them there going across the top of the water. So that's a Pracox rainbow fry just there. Two little eyes just at the centre of the screen. And then once you get to this stage, you can have oh, there's actually two there, look. Two hatched out. What I usually do is I move them to a different tank that I've got set, and I'll just show you that in a moment. On the second tank that I've got, so this is just a little container that I've bought. I actually got this from from B&M Bargains in England. Most people in England will know what that is, and it's just a fridge organizer. So I just use that to hatch them out in. Obviously this is not a cycle tank, because the tank underneath is cycled. So what I usually do is I'll pull them out of so I'll pull them off the mops from the main tank. They're going into the same water for around 7 days usually. Obviously I've got a rotation going because I hatch them out to sell. And then once they've hatched out like that, I'll just see if I can find the little guys. Yeah, so they're just down here. I'll just get like a little cup like this and try and catch him out. So I'll just catch him out. So he's in my little jar now, and then we'll take him over to the other tank, which I'll show you now. So this is the other tank. Basically this was just a holding tank for some fish that I had. It's a bit misty at the moment because I just added some water into it yesterday, and it's just bacterial blooming a little bit. But what I'll do is, there's loads of floating plants here, it's just a sand substrate. It's a little bit misty at the moment, but there's about 50 to 60 Pracox rainbows in here to fry. You just see them sort of scooting along top there. There's absolutely loads of them in here. Not sure where at this moment in time, but just see two little guys there tooting along top of water there, sorry. Just finished work, it's been a long day. So what I'll do is, I'll put this little guy that we've just got, pop him in here. This water's set to 81 degrees. I'd recommend doing it between 78 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature I use, and they'll stay in here now until they're probably about an inch in length before they can go out. They'll go back in with their parents at that point. once they've been eating well and they've gotten to baby brine shrimp. I'll see if we can get some in here at the front, because I can see them, but I'm not sure if they'll pick it up on camera with the glare. But there's just a few scooting around everywhere. No, I can't really pick them up on the camera. So, but yeah, these guys will start to grow up in here. I feed them on Akari First Bites for the first probably 2 weeks. So these little packets here, you can get these off Amazon if you're new to fish keeping or just starting breeding. So it's made by the company Akari, and the one you want for First Bites. I think they're around 50 microns these in size, so they're really small. And what I tend to do is I'll just put a cocktail stick inside the packet, get a little bit on the cocktail stick, and then I'll just sort of flick across the top like that with the First Bites all the way across, and it'll just cover the top and then slowly sink down. The rainbows only sort of stay in the top half of the water while they're this young. So you can just see them there scooting around. There's a good bunch of them here. Yeah, there's loads of them there, look. There's probably about 20 in that group, 10, 20. And these guys are awesome. You know, it's a nice fish to do, quite an easy one. I've never used meth blue in the hatching stages. If you do want any more information on how I raise the fry and things, I'll probably do another video once I get to a decent size. But obviously you can see there's great success in this way of doing it. If you're having any problems along the way, just give us a comment in the comment section below. I'll get back to you pretty quickly. And thanks for watching this video, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.